Okay, hello everyone, Sean here with Modern Nexus. Today I'm going to be doing a daily with Elves. And just hoping I don't do too terrible. This is a great hand, so we're off to a good start. If you've been checking out the recent articles on the website lately about Elves, this will be a similar list, but slightly different because I'm missing a few cards. I'm missing a Spell Skite for the board, and that might be pretty much it, actually. Let me double check here, actually, while I'm waiting for this guy. Oh, here he is. And again, if I mute the mic, it's because I'm coughing, probably. Shoo. Yeah, I think pretty much just missing the Spell Skite, I guess, so that's the biggest change, because Spell Skite can be a very key card in a lot of matchups, so it's kind of unfortunate we're missing the second one, and I might even end up putting more on the board. But hopefully it won't be too huge. Tron, this can be rough, so let's just try to race. Possibly we can get out of Pyroclasm range if I drop another one before he plays this. Oh, he's going for green, so it's better than red. Oh, he might get red off this now, so more green. Okay. So it looks like he's struggling a little bit, but Tron always finds a way, so I'm definitely not going to get cocky. So we have 5 mana right now. 2, 3, 4. So we could Visionary, which is probably the best thing, maybe, or we could save the Visionary for if we get Wrathed. That's probably could be better. I guess it doesn't matter because either way we're getting the draw, right? So it's tempting to Visionary and then tap this for 3 and then 4 and then, or no, 2, 3, yeah, that gives us 4. So it's tempting, like, do I get out of, I think I don't play around Pyroclasm because he doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't have it right now, and he might have a no-stone, he might be going for that. So my guys are going to get blown up anyway, in which case I'd want an Archdruid afterward, possibly. Zuri regenerates though, so there's that. Anyway, let's, I guess, go for the Visionary. I haven't mastered this deck by any means, so if I make some mistakes, that's probably because of that. So I kind of like just doing nothing and going for company, or do I go for Azuri and then try to go for the win next turn? That could be good. 3, 5, 7. Stone costs what? 8 total, so I don't think he could have 8 total anyway next turn. If he doesn't have Pyroclasm, then we should just Archdruid, right? Fuck it. Maybe. I could, I pray I'm not wrong, but yeah, I'm just going all out right now. I can actually drop the Oh, I can actually drop the company if I want. It's too bad I can't do it the next turn. Am I going too deep here? Well, I'm gonna have 2 mana if he wraths. To hell with it. These are the kind of turns you get. Oh, and I got a visionary, so that helps a bit. Let's do company on top, I guess. Not that it matters. It basically never matters. Oh man. This is gold. I can almost keep going. You can see how this is sometimes like a combo deck. It's not, yeah, it's not infinite that turn or whatever, but you know, you can chain things together. So this is part of why I consider it like a 50-50 combo aggro. I don't think we need to drop this. Let's just keep this hidden. Or just in case, actually, if he wraths, let's say he wraths, and I don't know if that's even possible, I don't think so, but then if we draw a 4th land, then we'd want the company next turn, so let's just do that. By the way, my voice should be louder in this video. Had a few complaints, understandably. So I'm experimenting with the mic boost. Yep, and we got him. I could sense that he was a bit too slow. He wasn't going to do the. I think he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't able to O-Stone, and I played around Pyroclasm, so. So I guess Tron can be easy. I think if they get Pyroclasm at the right time, that can really hurt. But potentially, company could, you know, help beat that. I don't know. So we take out Ooze, maybe Spellskite. I think we bring in Root Maze. That could be amazing. This is something I'm testing out, by the way. Root Maze. I think a Sage. I think we take out Spellskite. Bring in a Sage, like if they drop a nose stone and can't crack it immediately, for example. It's a bit situational, but I don't know. I think Root Maze could potentially be amazing. Yeah, it could be really great. Yeah, that seems right. It's tempting to bring the Spellskite for Karn, but meh. Let's try that. So you saw that first game, the way I just overloaded the board. I found that, especially in this meta, where there seems to be so little wrath, that you can just do that, and that's how you're going to win a lot of the time. No matter what they're doing, if you have a board like that, most of the time you're going to win. And even without Azuri, sometimes that's enough, and if it's not, then usually you'll have the Azuri, or a tutor for it. This is funny. I mean, we can company. It seems like it might be too slow for Tron, and we might just get boned by Pyroclasm, but he milled a 6, we're on the draw, so I don't know, I guess we try it. Yeah, we can turn 2. Well, we can't really turn 2 anything, but hopefully we'll draw into something. Possibly I shouldn't keep this, but it seems good enough for me, especially if he's mulling to 6. So I guess ideally we would Pyroclasm, or not Pyroclasm, ideally he doesn't Pyroclasm, and I don't know, I guess an Archroot could be nice. Jesus, so much company. So I guess I'll just drop the 1 in the next turn, because if I get Wrath I don't want to get 3 for 1, I'd rather get 2 for 1. So you can obviously tell I got a sketchy hand. Did he reveal? Where's his tower? So he's on his way to Tron, that's for sure. He doesn't have the turn 3 nut hand, but probably has the turn 4 nut hand, so that can be plenty enough to win. Let's see here. think we just end a turn company. By the way, you can, this is one of the amazing things about company, you can wrath, not in response to wrath, like you don't do it while it's on the stack, but you float the mana while it's on the stack, and then as soon as they wrath, then you can company. This is something I just realized the other day, and it might sound minor, like a minor advantage, but it's massive. It means that you have a board after they wrath. Like normally you think with a card like this, oh, if I just do this, then you know, the guys that come onto the board, they're just going to wrath those two. But this, you know, there's a way to still have a board. I kind of want to go company. I feel like we don't have a ton of mana. I don't know. Maybe we get rid of company. Company's just so good. Cord gets, that's exactly what we want, though. We might need, like, do we overload on company, basically, or do we... I think the heritage is the way to go, because we'll probably get another one, or other mana sources off one of these 3 companies. Worst case scenario, we can use the cord. So this 10 loyalty Karn is a problem, but he seems actually not great in general against us. So, but he's still. I mean, he can get rid of our key cards, but if we overload on the key cards, then we might be able to double company here. Love this synergy between Sentinel and company. Oh yeah, this is pretty much, it's almost always the best possible. I think it is actually the best possible cards to hit off company, and he can't target them with the Karn end of turn, so we can at least probably kill Karn right now. Three, 4, 5. Jeez, this is a lot. 3, 6, 9, 12. 50, yeah, we can just kill him. Jeez. We seem to, company is making this a much better matchup. Seems like, because I used to play, well, I played combo. That was like full-on combo. And I played against a Tron player a lot. In my local meta, and I got wrecked consistently. I don't think I beat him once, like maybe one game, but never a full round. I did beat a second Tron player in my local meta at the time, but yeah, consistently it would wreck me. The Pyroclasms was the main problem, but O-Stones could definitely be a huge problem too. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, Azuri there could have been back up against Pyroclasm. Company was great. Potentially Ooze, actually, I think I sorted that out. I probably should have left that in case he wraths. I don't know if it'd be fast enough against Tron, but yeah, great cards. You saw that Karn himself there, who can normally be very scary. It was pretty, actually, kind of useless. If you wrathed that plus the Karn, that could be scary, potentially, but yeah. I like Root Maze against them. I never thought about that against Tron. That could be great. This could be a mainstay card. I need to test it. I think a lot of people don't really understand this card, me included, up until recently. Like, you never really take it super seriously or think about its applications. It's just such a strange card, but it's actually, I might be overvaluing it, but I feel like it's Green's Blood Moon, and by that I mean like Blood Moon's main application is to fuck up decks with a lot of fetches. This makes the fetch come in tapped, and then when they fetch for their shock or their basic or whatever, that also comes in tapped. So that it slows them down insanely. So you know, it's a slightly different approach than Blood Moon, but the effect can often be pretty much the same, like the end result, in that, you know, you massively slow down their plans. So this card could be potentially amazing. Like, I've seen some lists even main deck it, and they've said that they like it quite a lot, like in certain metas, in fetch heavy metas or whatever, you know, 3-color decks and whatnot. And of course it has applications against Affinity as well. So it could be great. I'm looking forward to testing it. Anyway, yeah, game 1 went great. Hopefully the rest go that well. And see you around 2. Alright everyone, so unfortunately there was a technical issue that prevented the commentary in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th rounds from being picked up. So what I'm going to do is play the replays of the matches, which will go by very quickly, and I'll provide some abbreviated commentary to go along with it. It's not as good as live commentary, but it does, you know, it helps, and you know, it has the benefit of you know, the matches go by much more quickly. So hopefully you guys don't mind too much, and still enjoy the video. So this first one is going to be against a weird blue-black Merfolk deck. So let's check it out. I may pause periodically, so just to tell you what's going on. So here we have a decent opener. You know, we have some ramp. This is a combo piece as well as ramp, and we have an extra draw. So it's okay. For the first while here, I know I'm trying to figure out what he's playing, because it definitely looks like Merfolk, but then he has polluted deltas and serum visions and all this weird stuff. So I can't even figure out what he's playing for a while, but I eventually figure out it's blue-black Merfolk. Kind of janky list, but it happens to work quite well against me in this first round, as you'll see. So still not much going on, just a bunch of small beaters. He's got all kinds of weird stuff. Like, he's got like 3 or 4 decks like mashed in here. He's got this is Hakon. Basically the whole purpose of him is that while he's in the battlefield, you can play knight cards from your graveyard. Nameless Inversion is a removal spell that counts as a knight, so he can play it repeatedly, which of course works very well against me. And I actually don't notice this combo until it's too late, but not that it would matter much anyway. But yeah, so basically he wipes my board and just beats the crap out of me. And you know, I realize there's nothing I can do. There's no point in playing these creatures. Regeneration doesn't work against +3, -3. So I just throw my guys at him. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I play the Spells Guide, hoping to buy another turn, but that doesn't really, you know, doesn't really do anything, so I just give up. Post board, I believe I bring in a bunch of Scavenging Ooze because I don't want to auto lose to this. I think, no, he doesn't see an Ooze in game 1, but either way, I don't think I see him get this combo thing going in the next game. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So 1 line of hand, which is not very good. This is something I've actually been testing more today, and I feel like I am seeing too many 1-line hands. I think I've said this before, in Legacy Elves, like 1-line hands are fine. You can deal with them much better. You can cheat your land drops, so with like Query Enrager and stuff. But you can't do that in Modern, so not very efficiently anyway. There's Script Ranger, but not super good. So yeah, I'm thinking about just going up to 19 or 20 lands. I'm pretty sure I am going to do that. So here I'm just going off with Nettle Sentinels, super great with Cord, into Heritage, into Archdruid, but you know, he starts killing my board here, but he Slaughter Pacts, which, you know, just gives me a free turn basically. Not the greatest use of Slaughter Pact. You want to do that when you have board presence basically. But I guess he didn't want to auto lose potentially to Archdruid, so I don't know. So I just go off with Company, very full board. He concedes right here. There's, you know, not much he can do. So that's that. Game 3. Very strong hand. Play Silver Jill. Strike a master, plays a master, drops a mutable. So I'm just setting up here with my Fauna Shaman. Get a ton of mana. So I debate playing the Azuri, but I decided to. I forget my exact reasoning behind that. I think I was playing around Damnation, but decided that, or just in case or something, but you know, I took the very small risk. You know, since he's a creature deck, he's very unlikely to play Damnation. I think the only reason I was considering it was because he had a lot of silly choices, so maybe he had a Damnation too, so. But yeah, I went for it and paid off. Yep. Alright, game 3, I believe this is Grixis Delver. Excuse me. Yes, it is. So he sees my awesome hand. He's just, he's playing very fair. I'm playing very unfair. I rush at the ooze in an attempt to try to keep him off delve, which I don't think works. Yeah, so cut to my Azuri, which is fine. I get another Azuri and a Spellskite to protect the Azuri. Very nice. So we're all set up here, and his board is just way too fair. Mine's way too unfair. So I have regeneration mana. I have protection for Azuri. I love these two together. So got some gas. I get to keep him off delve. I just had too much going on. So got enough mana to overrun. So it's just see, he's scrambling here to try to stay alive, and I just go all in basically. So there we go. That pays off. See, against fair decks, we're great. We're into a Dread Choke, but he sees it, which is slightly annoying. So, in retrospect, well, I was thinking that I should have played Azuri because Choke is so good, but it actually ends up paying off. Azuri ends up being insane here, especially against the Staticaster, although, well, she doesn't do anything now with Azuri out, but, well, Azuri's gone, so, yeah. But anyway, he ends up paying off because I got this and I got this, and see, I'm building up an Alpha Strike here, and this Penal Haven helps me between that and the regeneration. That helps me keep him alive, which is enough for, you know, 3 daggers, 3 overrun daggers. So that's what we want. So all works out fine. We just beat the hell out of him. Pretty simple. Fair deck versus unfair. Guess who wins? Round 4, this is against Affinity. So we're 3-0 at this point. Playing against that somewhat janky deck certainly helped, but nevertheless, I do feel like the deck performed quite well up to this point. He whip flares me, which I was scared about, but you know, I do have backup plans, so. And he just, yeah, cranial platings me to death. Double cranial plating, so. A little too slow, and oh, that was round 1, wasn't it? Jeez. Sometimes the Magic Online replays are screwed up. It's very frustrating, so this might actually be game 1. Or no, this has got to be game 3. So, whatever. So we see our Scattershot Archer. This might be in reverse order, I don't know. So we abuse Archdruid and Devoted. Get rid of the Overseer, which helps a ton. And then he has you know, this flyer, and then you know, potentially any other flyers that he draws. So we got him controlled, and he doesn't seem to have much of a hand. He might have a handful of flyers, so Scattershot Archer seems quite good here. Then game 3, which is apparently actually game 1. So this is a slow hand, which would be good against a lot of decks in the format, but against Affinity it's just ugh. So yeah, sometimes you have 16 1-drops in your deck. Was it 12? I think it's 12. And you still don't draw what you need. And I just concede here. Because there's no possible clock I could assemble with this hand that would beat him in time, that would fight with this. Not game 1 without you know, something to destroy this plating. And I don't want him to know what I'm playing. I haven't actually played anything yet, and I don't want him to board in Web Flare, so, which I think does work out. I believe that game with the Scattershot Archer was game 2, and he had no Web Flares that game, so, but he obviously got me in game 3, so. Yep, so that's that. 3-1. I did decide, as I say in the article, to, after this, take out some Reclamation Sages. I had 4 in the board, which is not a terrible plan, but I think Fracturing Gust or Creeping Corrosion could have easily won me 1 or 2 games here, so that's what that's for. I'm going with Gust, again, because as I say in the article, it's instant speed gains life, and it also hurts other decks. Even if those decks are rare, it's still, you know, it's a factor. It does cost 5, which in certain situations, like we'll only have, say we'll have 4 land, and he'll have just Whip Flared. Yeah, Corrosion will be good there, but that seems pretty situational. I think most of the time we'll be able to cast it like proactively, and a lot of the times if he Whip Flares, we won't be able to cast the Corrosion anyway. And Gust just does so much more, so I feel like the positives outweigh the negatives, so going with Gust. So yeah, that could have done a ton of work here. Plus it hits their guys in instant speed, so yeah. Alright, so that was the daily. Hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about the the replay thing. I know it's not as good, but yeah, hopefully you still enjoyed. And next time we'll have a proper daily with full commentary. Alright, cheers.